Hello,
And we're live.
my name's Johann,
My name is Oliver.
and this is Usable Live.
What are we going to do today?
Today, I think we should kind of step back a bit, and because we did go into the 101 and what usable is, and
Yeah.
I thought maybe we should touch a bit more on fragment types because we showed how to create them, roughly what they are, and that was about it.
And I think the main thing to talk about fragment type is that we have some like default fragment types.
Yeah.
So when you create a workspace, you always get these 5 fragment types. And
Yeah.
you might be wondering, why these 5? What's
What's
the
special
purpose?
about them?
Yeah, what's special about these
Yeah.
5? And the 5 fragment types we have are instruction sets, knowledge, recipe, solution, and template. So those
Yeah.
5 are the ones that we're going to talk about today.
So that'd be really cool to just get an insight into why we
yeah.
have them.
So what do you think? Why do we have some standard fragment types?
I mean, right out of the gate, it's mostly just so you have something to work from to begin with.
Yep.
Because if you were just dropped in a workspace and there was nothing there, you'd kind of be lost in thinking, okay, what am I supposed to do now?
Yep.
So that's why I think they're there.
We'll see. I think I tend to agree. So, but the beyond this, of course, we're continuing our population of our documentation site,
Yeah.
the Astro.js site. So the idea is that we take the transcript from this session and convert it into documentations automatically. See if that works.
Look at that magic. Nice.
And we'll see towards the end of the session today, but whether we will do it today or tomorrow.
Yeah. And I mean, it's going to be really interesting as well because we already have documentation on fragment types, but it's not as in depth. So
And,
we'll
not,
see.
and not about the default ones, I guess.
Yeah, not really. Maybe some small bits, but this will actually help
Yep.
us be able to update it as well, improve it.
So we take it one by one. So the quick definitions. So we have we can share the screen and look at one example here. So we have our workspaces
Clarity.
here with Clarity and Orlando and so on. Our CRM, that was the CRM session we did. We have 6 different types. So 5 standard ones plus 1 Gmail.
Yeah,
Where
one
we
special one.
which also shows us that you can have, in addition to the 5 standard ones, you can have as many others as you like.
Yeah, and then we can maybe touch on that afterwards. What it means to make your own. What's the purpose of creating your own?
So we take them one by one. So instruction set. These are actionable instructions for the AI agent to execute. So
Yeah, so this is like a special fragment type.
yeah. So this is built into the prompt and the instructions that the agents get.
Yeah. So if you phrase yourself in a specific way,
Yep.
when you use the LLM, he will automatically get instructed, okay, I have to go look in the instruction sets and find the appropriate one, depending on what you
This
said.
is what we claim is skills.
Yeah.
Which have become popular here now, way later than we invented this.
Yeah, so we need to put emphasis on that we were first,
So,
just to be modest.
so the idea is LLM do X like this.
Yeah.
So that's instruction set. Second one is knowledge. So knowledge is reference material, concepts, background, decisions, what we know.
Mm.
And I would say that's the bucket of all the rest of fragments.
Yeah, so that is essentially the other
Yeah.
box. Yeah.
And or if you want to explain something.
So you can imagine maybe there are, if you're reading from an API, it would be the documentation from that API. Because it's not something you made, it's just something that's out there that you would like more details on, or more theoretical elements, or how like simple theoretical how-tos.
And the third one is a recipe, which is step-by-step procedures and tutorials, how to do it.
Yeah.
So recipes just like in when you're
It's like a cookbook.
preparing food or
Yeah. So essentially, yeah. So recipe is the actionable parts of knowledge, for example.
yeah. And the fourth one is solution. So solutions are a specific fix or outcome to a problem. What solved it? So can you think of an example where we would have a fragment that would be a solution?
We have several. Where we tend to, whenever we fix a bug or find an issue that we solve, then we tend to just create solutions for it so that when that happens again later on, we know exactly how to solve it, or Usable knows how to solve it, and we save a lot of time on our end.
And we can go and look at the what solution we have here in this our CRM workspace in the moment. But before that, the last one is template, which is reusable starting point. Code, configs, docs, start from here. So yeah, obviously templates.
Yeah.
And we saw very clearly the templates for the documentation. We want documentation to look like this.
Yeah. So we also used it in a CRM system for saying this is what a customer looks like, or this is what an email should look like when I want to send one or when I receive one.
Yeah.
So if anyone who's been watching us vigorously knows that we have a tendency to check the template, or use the template when we write in the chat.
Yeah.
Because that way he goes in there and finds it.
So then the next question is when to use what? So the first one is if you want the agent to take actions now, to do something specific, then it's an instruction set. If you're documenting facts or decisions, then it's knowledge.
Yeah.
If you're teaching a repeatable process, of course, recipe.
Yeah.
If you've fixed a concrete issue, that is a solution. And finally, if you want reusable starter content, then it's a template.
Yeah, that's a very good description of it.
So we are when we are using Flowcore for development, we're talking about intent-driven development, and here also the word intent is key. So what is the intent?
And from there he can infer that if it's an act, then he finds out that he has to go into instruction set because that's what the description implies.
Yeah.
And if you're just explaining something, it would go into knowledge fragment.
Yeah.
And if it's a guide of sorts, so how to program this or how to implement something, it's a recipe.
Yeah.
Something that you can reuse. And if it's a fix that you solve, like that you concrete solved, then it's a solution. And if it is something that you would reuse over and over, it would be a template. So like a structure of sort.
So the intent could be act, explain, guide, fix, or reuse.
Yeah.
And you'll pick one of those 5 depending on that.
Yeah.
So if we go back into this and look at our CRM and look at the instruction set, we have one instruction set, and that is very clear. It's the CRM AI assistant instruction. So it's an instruction for how to use this workspace.
Okay, yeah.
So this instruction set enables the AI to help manage your CRM workspace effectively. So when the user asks about customers, the AI should do this and this and this and this.
Yeah, he even says when you just write add customer.
Yep.
As it says right there, in creating new records. When user says add customer or log interaction, this is the process he has to go through.
Yes. And if we go back and go and look at knowledge, the next one, we have many more here. So you can see this is where the action happens.
Yeah.
So we have the customers that were created, we have the task, we have the interactions, we have the testimonial, we have tickets, and so on. So this is like where the content is, not so much about instructions or rules or recipes or templates. Or
you could kind of think of this knowledge is kind of what makes this workspace valuable, because it has all the concrete information, not how to do things, but like about your customers. And
so if we take the third one, the recipe, we have one recipe here, how to add a new customer, and here's a step-by-step guide. gather customer information, create customer profile fragment, document initial interaction, create deal, set follow-up reminders. And so this is a recipe.
Yeah. And if you're from a more like artistic background, this would be how to do XYZ in Photoshop, or how to what buttons to press in what order and stuff.
And you can say instruction sets and recipes are kind of the same, but the instruction sets are special in the sense that we have set up Usable to look at instruction sets first, while recipes are more like helper, step-by-step guides.
You can power that more by telling the instruction set to check for a recipe for this specific thing, and then he will like kind of enrich himself with more information if needed.
Yeah. Then we have solution, and here we only have one. Typically, we will have many more. So, especially if we're in a support organization, you would have a lot of like problems that you have solved.
Yeah.
And here we have like, what is the problem, and what happened, what was the reason, how did we solve it, and so on.
Yeah.
And this can be very useful for the agents to know, okay, now I can see the same problem again. I know the solution. I have already investigated. Yeah. So this gives good clues for how to solve specific problems.
The thing is that with solutions as well, it's that some people might think that you have a solution for every single thing, but sometimes there are multiple solutions to the same thing. Yeah. Whereas when you would ask him how to solve this issue, he will tell you, I found 4 different ways to solve it. Based on your specific experience, I recommend number 4. And then you try it, doesn't work, okay, try the other ones.
Yes. So everything here is guidance or help to the agent. That's the whole idea. And finally, we have templates. We have 3 templates here. We can take the customer profile template. You can see what is the information that we want to capture. So if a user says, I would like to add this potential customer or current customer, then the agent should check the template and see if all the information is there, maybe ask for it or search for it or infer it from other fragments.
Yeah. So this also makes sure that everything looks the same when you store it.
And finally, we have this, in this case, the Gmail one here, which is like very, very simple fragment type. It is just the email content.
Yeah, and we showcased this a few weeks back.
Yeah.
Or days. I think we do it every day, so it might be a few days ago, where we demonstrated how you could get emails sent into Usable.
Yes. And again, you will also see how that could trigger some workflows.
Yeah.
Cool. And I think that's it. So
for one thing I would like to, I was curious about is that we have the Gmail one, where I know some of our other workspaces have something called issues or tickets.
Yeah.
So this is just to give an idea of, I guess, what type of fragment types you can create yourself that makes sense for you.
I would say many of them is just specialization of the knowledge fragment type. So for instance, the Gmail could just as well be in knowledge.
Yeah.
But we put it in a special fragment type, then it can be handled separately more than just with tagging.
Yeah.
But we have some that are also defining behavior. So if we go into the...
Oh, that's true, yeah. I believe, I'm not sure if Orlando has one, but maybe.
If you check Orlando, does Orlando have... Yes.
Oh, LLM personas, yeah.
So Orlando actually has a persona called Orlando.
Yeah.
And here we have like the persona of...
So how, when you communicate with the AI, how is he supposed to respond and communicate back? And one key feature with Orlando, which I still think is hilarious, is that he always talks in third person.
Yeah.
So when you're talking to Orlando, he will be saying Orlando a lot.
For instance, but if you wanted to have several personas, that's perfectly possible. You can have another one called Milano or whatever.
And then you can set up an instruction set where every time you talk to him, he needs to evaluate, based on what you said, what persona fits this conversation.
Yeah.
And then
Often you would start a conversation by saying, okay, assume the persona of Orlando, and then you choose.
Because that's a really nice thing about usable, that you can use it in whatever way feels natural to you.
Yeah. And that's the only special fragment type here in Orlando.
I believe Clarity has a bunch of them.
Go to Clarity.
Yeah, he has an issues and the tickets.
Yeah. But you can also have things like, issues is one. So you could have like, and we have in our flow core workspace, we have one that's called feature requests.
Yeah. Which also has a specific structure, which we use a template for.
Yep.
And we demonstrated with the Discord bot that we can pull issues over into the issues fragment type. So I mean, it's you're kind of free to just play around with it.
Yep. So everything we've said up until now, I have put into. I've recorded it live. So now I'm going out on a limb.
We'll end on a high.
Or a low. We'll see.
If it doesn't work, we'll just cancel the stream immediately.
So if we go into, I guess it's this one here.
Yeah, now he's opening a sensitive one, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not sharing the screen right now.
No.
So
for security purposes.
So where do we want to paste that? We want to paste it into which one?
I suppose we would store it in the usable live as a transcript.
Yeah, so let's do that.
That is also something that we could have done, which was to make a fragment type called transcripts. So all transcripts are in, just for like storage reasons on our end, so that we can categorize it better when you have to go look for them.
Yep. So I'm sharing the screen again. And here I have pasted, just very rough,
the entire transcript, every single word.
This is scary. So let's see this, and
that means you probably need to start out with telling him what to do. Right?
Can you add this transcript to the usable live workspace as the transcript for the 23rd of October live session? Let's see.
It's exciting. I'm so proud of us as well because it's so short.
I'm a bit worried that did it catch everything we said or not? We'll see. We can always take the video and transcribe it through Whisper or ask YouTube to do it for us.
YouTube does a really good job as well with timestamps and everything.
So I used Granola for this.
Yeah. So if it doesn't work, it's on them. Is that what we're saying?
Or my misuse of it. Right. And I have a Granola summary as well. Can you add another fragment with the Granola summary of the same session? Here? It looks like it's getting there.
Okay.
Instruction set, knowledge, recipe, solution, template. It looks like at least Granola got it.
Mm-hmm.
And we can go in and look at reusable live. Can we find that?
Oh,
yes.
There it is. 5 default fragment types. Well, at least that's the one.
That's the wrong one.
That's not the transcript. That's just the agenda.
I can see now that it didn't save it yet.
Oh, I think it's because he was told the next thing as well.
Yeah, because I was too fast in.
Yeah. But I mean, I suppose he does both now.
Yeah. I'm going to create 2 fragments.
Yeah, look at that. Nice.
Just run it. Do I have to press it?
Sometimes you have to press it. I don't get why.
There's something.
If you want to avoid this issue, you can always use usable chat.
Yeah.
For anyone wondering.
Yes. Tomorrow we will use that instead. But there's something wrong here with there's an MCP error, failed to call the tool. So it's
might
trying
be
again.
Probably maybe a token issue, or you can always take the transcript and just paste it in the usable chat. Because I feel like one of the most common issues you'll run into when using Cursor and these kinds of tools is the API permissions.
Yeah, but it looks like the error had something to do with the repo parameter.
He seems to have created memory fragment.
Yes,
look at that.
Yes. So let's look at that on the usable live. You can see the two ones here. There's the transcript, and it's the granola summary. So the transcript is here. Terrible.
Just a block of
and
text.
then the granola summary.
Oh, that's much nicer.
Oh.
Why did it become so tiny?
Here.
There you go.
Here we have everything here. Okay. What do we do then with the...
Now we should tell him to...
From the...
Create or update the existing documentation about fragment types.
Create or update.
Tell him to use the transcript that we created today.
The documentation in the usable public.
Yeah.
Workspace. Using these two fragments.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That should be enough. Then if it works, it should automatically go out.
Yeah, it should be available and ready to read on the toilet.
Can you see under the N8N?
I can go have a look.
Just to make sure.
The funny thing is that when you just release something, you want to check every single one of the little steps that are in between. Not just the end station. All right, he seems to be looking for it. I'll just have this one open.
So agentic search fragments.
Yeah, he's probably looking for what documentation is already there about fragment types.
Planning documentation update.
Imagine working with someone that would constantly tell you what they do.
I'm happy that it is doing that.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Existing fragment type. It's docked in usable public. Because I know we have at least 2 fragment types in there. Or fragments.
Yeah.
In usable public. And I'm almost tempted to ask him to just merge them at some point. It's very interesting.
So still planning.
There we go. Get memory fragment. He found the 2 that I thought of as well, probably. Which means now he seems to be updating. Oh, this is magical.
What I'm looking forward to is looking at your screen and seeing if there's happening anything there on the automation side.
Tracking tasks. Tracking, updating. There we go.
Append.
And references to the doc. Interesting. An updated section with the granola summary. All right. And he seems to have updated, and it popped in through here, and it updated the documentation as well. Which means that
you're kidding.
It just popped up here as well.
So docs.usable.dev.
Yeah, And we might have to wait a short moment for the GitHub pages to take effect.
So it's fragment types.
Yes. Let's see. He seems to be running at the moment. He is updating. He is currently deploying it. Let's see. What's he doing? Okay. He's currently building change.
Could you see which doc it was that was updated? Is it usable docs, auto migration template, fragment type? No, that's not the one.
I feel like you'll probably update what is a fragment type further up.
Here.
Yeah.
File not found.
Yeah, he just built and he is about to deploy.
So this one actually didn't exist before.
Maybe not. Yeah, here he goes. And release.
Oh my God, it's here. What is a fragment type in usable? Main predefined types. Ding ding.
Bug fixes. Social media workspaces. And what if you refresh now? Does anything more pop up? Maybe the other one. What is
No, this was the one October 23rd. So this updated right now. This is the one. What is fragment? Yeah, this one. Now we have a page here. Source from usable live right now. So we did it live.
We did it live.
Yep. And with all really that knowledge, I think it's time to say you should go out and make something usable. Thank you.